One Christmas, King Arthur and his knights gathered together for a feast. A mysterious green knight rides into the court on his green horse, frightening everyone. He challenges King Arthur and the knights to choose someone to chop his head off and be willing to find him in a year and a day later to receive a blow of the same strength. The Green Knight states that if no one has the courage to chop his head off with an axe, then all of the stories of the bravery of the knights are false and the knights are actually cowards. Sir Gawain, with hopes to prove his worthiness of being a knight, volunteers to cut the Green Knight's head off. After the guy's head is cut off, he takes his head and leaves. A little less than a year later, on Michaelmas Day, King Arthur holds a feast with his knights in honor of Sir Gawain setting out on his quest to the Green Chapel, where the Green Knight resides, the next day. On Christmas Day, after many days of travel, Sir Gawain comes across a beautiful castle and hopes that he'll be let in. Inside, Gawain is treated wonderfully and is given a place to stay and clothes to wear. For 3 days and 3 nights, the inhabitants celebrate Christmas with many festivities and lots of music. After the 3rd day, Gawain tells the lord of the castle that he should get going to the Green Chapel. The lord tells Gawain that the Green Chapel is nearby and Gawain can stay for another 3 days. The two men make an agreement to exchange everything they earn during each day while the lord is out hunting, good or bad. Each day, the lady of the castle, after waiting for the lord of the castle to leave, goes to Gawain and tries to get him to fall in love with her. At the end of each visit, she asks him to let her kiss him, which Gawain then gives to the lord. On the 3rd day, however, the lady also gives Gawain a green lace that she claims will protect him from the Green Knight's axe. She also makes Gawain promise not to give the lace to the lord of the castle. That day, Gawain gives the kisses but not the lace. The next morning, the lord goes out again and has the squires prepare Gawain for his trip to the Green Chapel. At the Green Chapel, Gawain gets ready for the Green Knight to chop his head off. At the first attempt, Gawain flinches but promises the knight that he will stay still. At the second try, the Green Knight swings the axe but gives Gawain only a minor scratch. Gawain leaps up with his sword in hand and tells the Green Knight that he's ready to fight. The Green Knight then explains how he is actually Sir Brunlag, the lord of the castle. Brunlag explains that he had set up the experiment to test the honor and worthiness of King Arthur's knights. He also states that he knew about the lace and how Gawain had kept it. Brunlag adds that the injury he gave Gawain was because of Gawain not keeping their promise and being cowardly. Gawain, ashamed of his action, tells Brunlag he feels unworthy of being one of King Arthur's knights. Brunlag cheers him up and tells him to keep the lace as a memory of the adventure. Sir Gawain then heads back to Camelot. And that's the story of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight.